Welcome to the Surface Operations tutorial. I'll explain how to discover resources on an exoplanet. First, you'll start by clicking Surface Operations and typing in a simulation name. From there, you can click the Create button to enter the simulation. Once the simulation is loaded up, you'll be able to select a role. In this scenario, I'm starting with EVA-1, Extravehicular Astronaut 1. Start simulation. And now here, I'll explain the basic controls. You can press the X button to do a science sampling scan, and this will scan for science samples nearby your location. In this case, I've collected a sample that indicates that there's 100 kilograms of methane nearby. The camera controls can be controlled by using the right click button and movement of your mouse to move the camera. To move forward, you can press the W button. To move backward, press the S button. And to move side to side, press the A and D buttons. If you'd like to jump, hold down the spacebar and you'll jump. The main purpose of the surface op simulation is to explore the surface of this exoplanet that we've landed on and try to sample as many diverse different types of resources as you can find. On the bottom right of the user interface, you can see a map. This shows where the resources are located that we've discovered based on our remote sensing simulation. The green resources are geothermal, the red resources are aluminum, and the blue are water. Additionally, there's a methane resource, which is evenly distributed across the atmosphere. If you try scanning in the same spot, or pretty much if you try to press the X button while not moving, you'll get a note that you've already scanned here, so you can't scan again. To find another science sample, you'll have to walk several meters away and press X to scan again. If you see this scanning animation playing, you've successfully collected a science sample and you'll see your resources sampled value changed on the right side. Note, the maximum time you can spend in the simulation and improve your score is 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, you'll see a red text in front of your screen telling you that you can't improve your score anymore and you won't be able to scan either. To see what your score is, you can click the score button. It looks like a paper with an A+ on it on the left side of the user interface. Next, I'm going to show you how to control the IVA role or the intravehicular astronaut. Click on Surface Operations, enter Surface Op Simulation, and create a simulation name if there's not already an existing simulation. Once the simulation loads up, click the IVA-1 role or IVA-2 role. Here you'll spawn inside of the habitat. The controls are similar for this. You can press the W or S keys to move forward and backward, and the A and the D keys to turn left or turn right. As the IVA, you'll be inside this habitat teleoperating a rover primarily. To teleoperate the rover, walk up to the teleoperation rack and press the P button. P stands for possess. Once you press P, you'll possess the rover by using a virtual connection to the rover so you can teleoperate it using the rack you just saw. To science sample with the rover, press the X button. The controls for the rover are similar to the EVA role. You can press W to move forward, S to move backward, and either A or D to rotate left or right. At any time, you can press the X key to take a science sample. However, you can't take a science sample in the same spot twice, so make sure that you drive a certain distance several meters away so you can take a science sample. The rover drives around much faster than the EVA roll can walk. For this reason, it's advised to try to sample resources far away from the habitat, as the other astronauts might not be able to reach it. In addition, it's good to make a path and plan where to go within the 10 minutes you have to make sure that you can get as many types of resources as you can. There's more points awarded for having a diverse selection of resources sampled rather than just sampling one resource the whole time. This is important for sustainability, as you need different types of resources in order to live and survive on the exoplanet. To check your sustainability score, all you have to do is press the icon that looks like the play and pause button on the left side of the user interface. Click the triangle play button to run the sustainability calculation simulation. From here, you'll be able to see how much of each resource you'll have and how long you can last and live on this exoplanet based on the calculation. Lastly, I'll show you how to control the spectator role. Within the role selection window, click on one of the spectator roles and you'll control this UAV, or Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. While controlling the spectator, you can move around using W and S to fly forward and backward, A and D to fly left and right, and space to fly upwards, and C to fly downwards. This spectator role is only needed if you have 5 members or more on your team. Otherwise, fill up the EVA1, EVA2, IVA1, and IVA2 roles first. The spectator can't take any science samples and is merely just spectating and watching what's happening. However, if you'd like to explore the planet, I do suggest using this spectator role, as you can move around much faster and fly around the whole planet to see what the terrain is like. This concludes the surface operations tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck.